What's good, everybody? Que lo que? And welcome to my first ever vlog. I haven't done one of these in a couple of years. I used to have a show on this called Heroic Insider with a Wingman, but now I'm writing it solo and doing my own thing. So welcome. I'm happy that you could join me. And in case you don't know who I am, my name is Umberto Gonzalez. I am the founder and editor-in-chief of HeroicHollywood.com. And I'm also the Fanboy beat reporter for TheRap.com. Let's talk about the vlog. I decided for the first vlog, let's go out and do something cool, because there are a million other guys on YouTube that do the vlog thing, or like I'm doing right now, sitting in a chair against a static background, and they do it much better than I can. So I figured, let me take you guys on an adventure. So we're in the month of July, and July is, for me, at least all my life, and especially almost the last 20 years, is synonymous with two things: my birthday and Comic-Con. But as we all know, this is the first year there's no Comic-Con because of the Rona, and they're gonna be having a virtual con. So I love Comic-Con. It's the biggest holiday for me and many of my friends and peers who are comic book collectors, movie lovers, or just general pop culture enthusiasts. But it's definitely a comic book convention. So when I go to Comic-Con, I go watch the panels, I go to pop-in parties at night, but I also walk the floor hoping to look for some gems. Now, don't get me wrong, comics at Comic-Con are a little overpriced, especially on the floor, because, Comic-Con's expensive, but I miss that. So I wanted to do something cool in July. Just because there's no Comic-Con doesn't mean you can't do something cool or geeky, and have a good time. So I decided to go to Mile High Comics, and I'll get to the reason in a second. But for background, Mile High Comics is the biggest comic book store in America, 65,000 square feet, and quite frankly, I think in the world. I'm an OG comic book reader. Okay, I've been reading comic books for almost 40 years. And I remember the Mile High ad back in the day. There used to be a full page ad before anyone was doing it. It was Mile High, right in the smack, a full page ad inside a comic book, sometimes a double page spread, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I decided to take a trip. So you're asking, but why Mile High? I've been to Forbidden Planet in New York, the one in London. I've been to some of the biggest comic book stores around. It's just like a habit of mine. If I go to a city or something, I just pop into the comic book store. But I've never been to Mile High. So, which leads me to the reason. Mile High Comics recently purchased a lot of 52,000 comic books from a buddy of mine here in LA named Ian Kerner. Ian, if you're watching this, you owe me a lot of money, and you know why. Anyways, Ian, like me, is a collector, but he took it to another level. I'm a guy that has like a couple, maybe 1,000 to 3,000 comic books. This guy had 52,000 comic books that he sold to Chuck Rosansky, who's the owner of Mile High. And in it, were mostly books that are like 9.4, 9.6, 9.8 grades. So for what I'm talking about is the CGC, or the Comics Guarantee Company. They basically grade comic books and collectibles and magazines and whatnot. So as I've gotten older, I can't collect comic books the way I used to as a kid. I don't read as much anymore, but I decided to take a few key issues and get them slabbed, like this one, and hope they get graded in a 9.8 or higher. So this is G.I. Joe number 2. There's the 9.8 grade. Okay, boom. So Ian sold his collection, to Mile High, and he knew I was looking for a specific issue, G.I. Joe 21. Here it is right here. Okay, I used to have this in a 9.6, but tragedy befell this book. I had two of these in 9.6. What happened was, back in January, we had a lot of rain, and the water got into the ceiling here, and it leaked into a shelf where I had this book kept, the two of them kept, and they were both destroyed, and I was devastated. It just broke my heart because those were my two favorite books. So basically I had to get them dry. I sent them to a comic book presser to get them dry cleaned, to get them rescued. One of them didn't make it. This one went from a 9.6 to a 9.2. And don't get me wrong, it's still worth like $200, but a 9.8 grade of issue 21 of G.I. Joe 21 is worth about $2,000. So the key is basically to get comic books, get them cheap, and then press them and get them graded and hope for a 9.8. My most recent example, G.I. Joe number 1, 8.5. It's still worth $100, but a 9.8 of this book is worth about $600. So Ian, who lives here in LA, sold this comic book to Chuck, who came down in a truck to pick him up and drove him back. So now I'm getting on a plane tonight to go to Denver, Colorado during a pandemic, mind you, to chase down ungraded number 1, both the newsstand copy and the retailer edition he sold, and number 21, in the hopes that they when I buy them, that they grade 9.8. So I figure that's probably a cool idea for a vlog. Take you guys out on a trip with me, and let's go to Denver, Colorado. So let's go. I'm gonna start getting ready. Let's get this show on the road, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Good morning. I finally made it into Mile High Comics. It is pretty cool. So flight was cool, and then experienced a little bit of hail, got to my hotel, and here we are, Mile High Comics. They're not open yet. That's the front entrance right there. 65,000 square feet. I figured I'd get in here a little bit before 9 to shoot around, get a feel for the location. But pretty cool. Decided to go inside. So here's the game plan. They open at 9. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm gonna negotiate, get some comics for grading, and then head right back to the airport to fly home to Los Angeles. So one of the cool things, besides this being the front entrance, they have these huge side panels. Let me step back a bit so you can check out the scale of it. That's the Superman one right there. That thing is massive. There's a Silver Surfer one right there. And the Spider-Man one. Y'all gotta forgive me, I ain't a professional DP, so I don't have like a screen for the glare. I think there's one back there of the Spirit. Here's the Spirit. The thing is massive. This one is cool, the Avengers. Try to get a better angle for you guys. I mean, look at that, guys. I would totally hang up a poster like that outside my house, much to the detriment of my neighbors. All right, let's go inside finally. It's the moment of truth, and we are going in to comic book store Mecca. I thought Forbidden Planet was huge. This takes the cake. Let's do this Scorsese Copacabana shot, but not really. Front entrance, and here we go. Wow, this is just super cool. Archie. Wow, just look at this. Welcome to Mile High Comics, the world's largest comic book store. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys have no idea the scale of this place when you first walk in. It is immense. Wow. Just wow. Liefeld would appreciate that. There's just so much stuff to do here. I don't think 8 hours is going to be enough. Oh, check that out. I mean, look at this place, ladies and gentlemen. This is so freaking awesome. Okay, what you're looking at is my boy Ian Kerner's collection. This is just one of them. That's another. Check out that palette. A palette of comic books. Ian, bro, you're crazy. Look at, and here's another palette. This is just insane. The Ian Kerner collection. He couldn't sell me these books directly. I had to spend hundreds of dollars just to come on a flight and hotel and all that. But this is just an amazing collection though. Jokes aside, prof. Ah, look. G.I. Joe, what I came for. Let's see what we got. Folks, Ian Kerner's collection, G.I. Joe #1. These look like they're in mint condition. This is the retail version. This, the newsstand version. 26, the origin of Snake Eyes, 27. And the iconic 21, folks. I don't see no color, no spine creases, no color breaks. I think this could go high grade. What do you say? All right. There it is. This is what I came for. And many of you asking, why G.I. Joe? Well, in January of 1982, excuse me, June of 1982, there was a commercial for this comic book. And it forever changed the course of my life and my career, quite frankly. And also changed the lives of a lot of Gen X boys of that era. I was about 8 years old. I saw the commercial. It's on YouTube somewhere. I'll probably link to it. But it hasn't been done since then. You don't see commercials for comic books anymore. And Hasbro and Marvel especially were the pioneers of that. But this book is what started it all for me. It's the first comic book I bought, and then it eventually, you know, got me into Batman and into other comics, Ninja Turtles, a lot of the indie stuff in the 80s. But this is the book that started it all for me. And the fact that I have the newsstand and the retail edition is very cool. This is one of the best comic books of the 1980s, and perhaps the best G.I. Joe comic because of its originality and execution. But yeah, I want to have these, and hopefully in 9/8, so as a family heirloom for me. But yeah, this is what started it all for me, and it'll be 40 in 2022, so gonna get hopping on that. And this is their most popular character. This guy's got his own origin movie coming out in October if it's not delayed. But quite a haul. Okay, so I'm going on a tour real quick.
Obviously we have all our statues over here.
Wow. Nice cap over there.
We just did a inventory of the boxes just so we can know where they were.
Right.
And there's over 1,300 statues in these cases.
Jesus.
Not just here, but over them. We'll show you some other cases.
Cool.
But yeah, there's so many statues in here. It's crazy.
Electricize.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Oh my God, this is just incredible.
And this is just the Marvel stuff.
My goodness. Shield. Yeah.
Batman chess set.
Oh my. That looks pretty cool. That banner right there. Doomsday. Saw those at Comic-Con. Yeah. Nice.
And some of these things are old statues too, from like the 90s and stuff. But those Sandman bookends are since, well, when Sandman ended, basically. That Lobo one right next to it is probably mid-90s. So yeah, they're 30 years old almost.
Wow, this is just amazing. These are just the statues.
Yeah, and then we start getting into independent statues.
Right.
Got Hit Girl up here.
Hit Girl. Danger Girl.
Statue. Danger Girl, yeah.
My buddy's producing that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
I didn't know there was going to be a movie.
Yes, there is. Abby Chase.
That's awesome.
Coming from Constantine Film.
Oh. Yeah.
Sculler and Mulder.
We got a lot of stuff from
Zorro. Look at that.
There was a gentleman that worked at Dark Horse that he got one of everything they produced, even if it was just a prototype like this here. So we actually bought all of his stuff, and these are prototypes. These were, some of it never even got made. We had lighters in here, Zippo lighters that they never made, and we sold one the other day for $500.
I'm eyeing this Zorro statue. I may have to take this with me.
You're like, I want Zorro. I don't care about anything else.
No, God.
But yeah, I mean, just tons of crazy things.
No, oh my God. Oh, Flint.
Oh, G.I. Joe. Yeah. Forgot that this was down here.
Wow. Transformers. All right, cool.
Then this is actually fell down again. This is a dressing room that they use for Chuck hosts a drag show once a month. But we can't do it right now because of the pandemic, and that's what all this stuff is out here for. We were doing our mystery boxes, and he was pulling stuff from here to make those mystery boxes. And this isn't even all of our extra.
No, I get. How many comic books are in here? I heard like 10 million.
Oh, that's inventory.
Right.
This isn't even included in that number.
Jesus Christ.
And this is just out here.
Wow.
We'll show you more.
Oh my God.
Trust me. We've got statuettes of tons of different people.
See?
That the Lobo, the Gambit over here, the Captain Marvel, the Carnage I'll show you, the Nightcrawler, were all made by a local artist.
Oh, that's awesome.
He actually made them.
He's talented, obviously.
From scrap.
Oh, wow.
The other ones were made, that was also a local guy that made that. Go on over here. This is our trade paperback and graphic novel selection.
Yes. Oh, you even got the old school G.I. Joe books.
Yeah, we just actually got a huge G.I. Joe section in. I'll show you over here too.
Awesome.
But this is our store stock. Then back here. Road.
Oh my God.
That go all the way back to that wall, and pretty much we're working on this row here. But these rows are over 300,000 of our trade paperbacks and graphic novels that are on our website.
Jeez.
This is our website inventory.
That's the website inventory.
This is just, like I said, the store inventory.
Store inventory, website inventory. Okay.
And that goes all the way back. We'll go back in there.
Oh, awesome.
I'll walk you through the back in a minute. But
sure.
Let's finish up here.
All right. Wow. Captain America over there.
There's way more than you could ever imagine.
Oh, headquarters, G.I. Joe headquarters. The actual.
Yes. I forgot about that. And there's also.
You got, and it's complete?
Yes.
The complete one.
And then there's also figures down here.
Like Lucy's, yeah.
Loose ones, yeah.
The
A lot
classified.
of which are complete.
Yeah, no, the classified series is pretty awesome. Yeah, let's keep going, yeah. Tanks.
A whole bunch more G.I. Joes.
I like what IDW is doing with the book.
Actually, yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
You got bubble, like kid section here. Pops galore.
You guys sell those a lot, right?
Yeah. And then just tons and tons of action figures.
Oh, definitely.
And just rows. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
The trading cards over here. Some Simpson stuff. And over here,
That Captain
I've
America.
got more statues and things.
Oh my God.
I just wrap around. Here's our new books.
Okay, this is a new section, okay.
We have a Star Wars section over here.
Uh-oh.
That X-Wing that's up there.
Oh, look at that.
That was actually a couple came to us. We've owned the building for 10 years.
Right.
This is about 2-3 years into it. A couple came to us and said, hey, we want to be married in here.
Oh, okay.
We want to do a Star Wars themed, wedding. And they built that at a paper mache.
Really?
And then they went on a honeymoon and they came back and they're like, oh, we'll get rid of it, we'll throw it away for you. We're like, no, you're not.
That's a great story.
Yeah, so it's a great story. There's that Nightcrawler I was talking about. But yeah, there's tons and tons more statues and stuff in here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then we go
Star Wars section.
like I was saying earlier, how the trade paperbacks, those are just the store stock. Same thing here. This is just the store stock. This is not on our website.
I figured because it's like there's no way you guys don't have such and such book because you saved it.
And then down that row that's back behind these cases here,
Right.
that's like our older gold, silver, bronze age comics that we have just store stock of. So that's also that. Then we have this help desk here, which if people can't find things, like in our trade paperbacks, graphic novels, the back issues, they can come back here and see if we have it on our website, and they can go back and grab it.
Wow.
Now, let's go back in here.
Oh, this is cool.
This is a whole nother story.
Oh, Return of the Jedi. Star Wars galore. I got a couple of nerdy Star Wars friends who would love it here.
Now we go back into the craziness. This is the rest of your friend's collection.
Yes.
Right here.
The reason I'm here. Ian Kerner. I don't know, like I got about 12 of these back in New York, and that's about it. But this guy blows me away.
Yeah, he had 4 pallets.
4 pallets of comic
There's a
books.
picture on our,
yes, I saw
our
it.
Facebook page of Chuck standing in front of those 4 pallets.
Yeah, absolutely.
So back here.
Oh my God, this is history.
Is our website inventory.
Okay.
So years ago, we used to do them alphabetical, numerical. We had them separated by like Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, Independent. But we kept having to shift everything around because when you add, as you very well know, you have to shift everything. So we had to stop doing it.
Oh my God.
So what we did is we created a number system. And we started with number 1, by the way.
Okay.
So every time we put a book on, it's given the next number in the system.
Okay. Awesome.
So these are all those.
Oh,
and
wow.
then this is our most current number. $3,668,930, and we put on some since then.
Oh my God.
That's just since we started this system.
Jesus.
These are our 10-pack racks.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
This is what we call bulk storage. So if we have more than 10 of a book, we put them on the system, and we give them also unique numbers. Each one of these holds like 200,000 books.
200, like a 250,000, right?
So, and they go all the way down there.
Oh my God, the scale of this. You could be in here just all day alone.
And these are just like I said, bulk books. These aren't even stuff that we just have singles of. This is just 10 of the same book.
You got 10 of 21 in there? Let me stop.
No, I don't. We do not. I guarantee that because we just sold our only copies that we had.
To me?
None for, well, unless you got one. Did you get a 21?
That's what I'm here for, those 5 books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there was another one in there that we just sold. So that's 3 in like 2 weeks.
3 in 2 weeks. It's a hot book.
These are the safes we keep the big books in.
Oh my God.
We have not brought these back out, but these are just like prints and portfolios from like artists.
Yeah.
Just filled.
Oh my God.
This is all extra shelving and things like that. Here's all the boxes I was just talking about for the statues.
Yep.
I mean, they're everywhere.
I have that problem. I have to get a storage unit just for my sideshow collectible statues.
A lot of this stuff back in here is from our stores we just had to close. That's why we have all the shelving and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we shut down 2 of our local stores just due to why pay rent?
Exactly.
We own this building. Why pay rent? Why go out and have rent on and fill it with all this stuff? There's no reason.
And Chuck owns this building.
Yeah, he owns this building.
I seen in a previous YouTube video.
When he bought this building, he brought me over here. I was with him by myself. I walked in the front door. I walked in that red door that you walked in, and I looked in it, and it was empty. And I was like, why did you buy this? There's no way we can use this. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. Because as you can tell, we don't have enough room now.
And this building's worth $5 million because of the recent.
I think it's maybe even 7.
7 now because of the marijuana laws here. So this would be a good place to be.
These are all posters.
Posters.
Various. I believe this is all just like various like buttons, weird things. These are all posters down this side and this side. So a whole row of posters. I have no idea. I tried to go through most of them. I have no idea what's in there. Action figures. All action figures. There's cases of action figures up here.
I could see that. Yeah, it's amazing.
These are all magazines and things. Extra cards. These are all trading cards, VHS tapes.
Oh my God. A lot of history in here.
This is kind of a staging area here. That we're just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. This is actually where most of those boxes that were up front came from. Now, if you look at this and how many are up there, just to give you an idea, this was full This is our stuff that we use where we're like, hey, we have enough copies of this right now.
Okay.
So we'll put it back here, put it in alphabetical order, and then we can go through it. And then we have a gentleman that works here that goes through, pulls up an inventory list and says, do we need it? And if we have like less than 10 copies, we pull them and put them back in. Now this takes years to do.
Absolutely.
Because you have to go through the whole alphabet. But as he goes, we completely replenish our stock of items that we don't have.
Wow.
So it's a wonderful system. We call it the wheel action.
That's definitely a wonderful
But
system.
as you, like I said, up there, there's just rows of these books. Here's where he's putting them in alphabetical order. Here's more boxes.
Jesus
Here's more books.
So by the sounds of it, I'm gonna
More
have
books.
to get myself a warehouse
More
full of
books.
boxes. Jesus.
I mean, there's just so much here. This is like a whole gaming section
Oh,
that we've moved some of it out into the thing, but they're all game modules.
like Dungeons and Dragons and all that.
Yeah, and
Ninja
older
Turtles and all.
These are things that we pulled back because they're newsstands,
Okay.
but we haven't put them out in the system yet.
Wow.
The rest of that down there is just other extra books.
Jesus Christ.
This is a lot of stuff down here is on this side is our auction items.
Okay.
We have a lot of auction items that we either throw into the auction or offer as add-ons. So like people can say, hey, I want this to be in the auction, and they can just throw it in. This whole side here, plus the downside of the other side, is magazines.
Oh my God.
These are all magazines that are on there.
Wow.
I don't really want to pull them out because it looks like they're penthouse.
It's okay.
These are the trades I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. How many books we have here?
This is just one row of Thor. Look at that.
Essential Thors, yeah.
Essential Thor, Essential Thor, Essential Thor, Spider-Man.
I mean, there's tons of trades back here. There's so many. It's ridiculous. And like I said, this is all the website inventory.
That's amazing.
I mean, it goes back forever. And again, we used to do it the same way, where it was alphanumerical, but we had to stop and go with the numbers just because we couldn't fit anymore on these shelves.
Quite frankly, this is not the biggest comic book store in America, but I think on the planet.
It is.
65,000 square feet.
Flat out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You guys
mean-
just say that in the entrance. Biggest comic book store in the world. What's this? Oh, that's
It's Spider-Man Venom, but how many do I have? This is all alphanumerical stuff.
wow.
But it's a 65,000 square foot warehouse.
Yes.
But we use 45 of it for the store. All this back stuff is just for the website.
It's amazing.
We have to store that much in the
And you
website.
guys could construct another floor here if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, actually, it is a zone for a second floor
Oh my God.
because of Chuck's office upstairs, which I'm sure you're going to see later.
Okay.
So it is zoned for a second floor. So we're talking about possibly putting in a mezzanine and taking all of the website stuff and moving it to the second floor.
Wow.
And making the store bigger. That's why we still have all those store displays back
Yeah,
there.
no, it's smart.
So
very
we're not
smart.
getting rid of them because we could actually use it in the future.
I might have to move to Denver now.
I've never been to New York, but I hear it's awesome. So
Yes, it is. We have Forbidden Planet, but Forbidden Planet can't even touch this. This is practically a museum of popular culture for the
and there's
last.
stuff in here that probably should be in museums. Well, especially Chuck's pottery.
That's the tour, folks. This place
Yeah.
is massive.
It's ridiculous.
It is, and it's awesome. So this is the Treasury section.
Yeah. Get a shot of this one because this one's priceless right here. You hardly ever see this.
The limited edition collector's Batman.
No, this one on the end.
Oh my. Oh my God, the actual.
Superman versus Muhammad Ali. Neil Adams drew the cover with various personalities of the day.
Yeah, $800.
But yeah, we just don't see these very often. And they're usually not very high grade.
The Marvel Special Edition.
Yeah.
I got me, yeah. Oh, it's a special edition, there's a Treasury. Oh, look. Final Century.
Yeah, I think Superman wins.
Of course he does. He could melt Spider-Man's. Oh my! Oh wow! Wait, War on Crime? Ah! Ooh.
I was wondering if we had that one.
Wow. I may have to take
But
that.
yeah, and then these are all of our CGC books.
And the CGC
all the
section.
way to the bottom, or all the way to the end.
X-Men number.
And we got some various pulp things here. There's all Prince Valiant sword.
Prince Valiant's sword.
Some old, like, book and record sets. Son of Origins. Just paperback books.
See, Ultimate Spider-Man 96. Oh! There it is, 8.5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2. I have this in storage in New York, and I have this one as well.
Nice.
Yeah, like the sequel to this video will be me going back to New York to go through my collection and
Go through everything?
yeah, I haven't touched it in like 20 years.
Here's a Spider-Man ashtray. Who has a Spider-Man ashtray? Here's a complete set of Marvel stamps. From back in the 70s when they used to have stamps in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone actually cut them all out. Here's a set of Batman pins. Here's a bunch of pulp magazines.
What's the
I highly doubt you're going to find these almost anywhere.
Jesus Christ.
How about a bunch of Big Little books?
Oh my god.
Railroad Detective. Yeah, I mean, it's just, we have so much stuff in here, it's crazy.
What's the most valuable CGC book in, oh my god, Conan?
I don't know. I've never looked.
Fantastic Four. He had, where's Red Raven? Is there, I think there was one time, I saw it in the documentary that.
It was a Red Raven number
Yeah.
1. He actually sold it.
He did?
Yes, he sold it. He sold it at, he took it out to San Diego and Heritage sold it for him. Along with a bunch of spirit books. And they were in beautiful shape.
No, absolutely.
This is Mad Magazine before it was a magazine.
Jesus. Wow, look at that.
Because it wasn't until they right in mid-20s, I think 25, where they turned it into a magazine.
Wow.
So yeah, just craziness all around.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. It's the end of the day. I've been in here the entire day since they opened. Mile High Comics. I got the comics that I came for on top of a few extra stuff that I was looking for, and I'll show you guys later when I get back to Los Angeles. But now it's the trek back to Los Angeles, and I'm going right to the airport. I flew in last night just to spend the whole day here, and now I'm going back home. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and yeah, until the next vlog or video. Thank you for watching, guys.